You might know me as a young military leader, someone you call a radical or an anti-Western dictator, but today I'm here to tell the truth. I'm speaking directly to big news companies like CNN, BBC, France 24, New York Times, Washington Post, The Guardian, and Le Monde. I'm watching you. I'm keeping track of every lie you tell, every story you twist, and every truth you hide. This time, you can't turn off my voice. You can't shut off your cameras or edit my words. The world you used to control is gone. Millions of people will hear me now, without your filters, without your lies. I'm 34 years old. I grew up hearing your stories about Africa. As a child, I watched your news on TV. The pictures were always the same. Hungry children with flies on their faces, dry lands, wars and death. You told us this is Africa. You made us feel ashamed of our home, our people and our land. We believed you because we were young and didn't know better. But as I grew older, I started to read, ask questions and learn. I realized the Africa you showed us wasn't real. It was a story you made up. You wrote a script for us, and it was full of lies. The false story of Africa. You, the big news companies, have shown Africa in a bad way for years. You make it look like Africans are not human, like we are wild people who can't take care of ourselves. You show us as poor, helpless and lost, waiting for you to save us. Every day your TV screens and newspapers talk about hunger, war, sickness, corruption, terror and chaos. These are the only words you use for Africa. You never talk about hope, success, growth, strength, honor, pride or victories. Why? Because those words don't fit the story you want to tell. Let me ask you, have you ever made Africa's successes your big headlines? Have you told the world about Rwanda's amazing technology growth? Have you shown Ethiopia's huge project to plant millions of trees? Have you praised Botswana for its strong democracy? Have you talked about Kenya's smart business ideas and young entrepreneurs? No, you haven't. Those stories don't fit your plan. In your story, Africa can't be successful. If Africa is doing well, how can you justify taking our resources? If we're not poor and weak, why would we need your help? If we're not backward, how can you look down on us? I want to ask the people who run your newsrooms, have you ever thought about why Africa, a land full of riches, has so many poor people? Let me give you some facts, real numbers that show the truth. Africa's wealth and poverty. Africa has so much wealth, but our people don't see it. Here are some examples. Cobalt. Africa has 70% of the world's cobalt. Cobalt is used in your cell phones, computers, and electric cars. Most of it comes from Congo, but the people in Congo can't afford phones or computers. Why? Platinum. Africa has 90% of the world's platinum. Platinum is used in car parts, electronics, and medical tools. It comes from South Africa, but South Africans struggle with unemployment and poverty. Gold. Africa produces 30% of the world's gold. Countries like Mali, Burkina Faso, Ghana, and Tanzania have huge gold mines, but our people live in poverty while gold flows out of our lands. Diamonds. Africa supplies 65% of the world's diamonds. Countries like Botswana, Angola, Congo, and Sierra Leone